see everything already? Just the camera settings. I think that's good. Yeah, we'll do. Anyways, Twitch chat. Just gonna have random shit playing in the background while I build this. Sorry, using that boring because I'm not that I could come up with shit that I could talk that much. So I'm just gonna have random video playing and building shit. this in all the way. Okay, C22. This one. Here. This way. This piece. Which sits there. Is sitting on top. Alright. Is if I can get it in. Clean this up a bit more. Let's out of the scene now. Let's this one. Seems to be pretty decent. Leave it at that. Then we want E12. Just this piece. There we go. I have to clean this piece up a little bit. We want step one, push this out, and this one. That's it. Okay. Push the T. This page. What in this works? On the floor. Oh dear, I've blocked the camera. Yeah, let's get the camera back. Just quickly check. There you go. Page, what number? Page 31. Sort that. F50 F57. That is a lot of tracks. Then C10. This big one.
Hello everybody, Crab here, and today...
Why does it do that? I don't know why it does that. A working Baymax, really? Okay, I'm intrigued now.
Don't you ever feel like sometimes it's just hard to make something that's original?
Yeah, I just want to build something no one's ever tried before, you know?
Good luck with that, man. Everybody's done everything on the internet. There's nothing new. I bet you can't do something that no one's done before.
Yeah, and whatever you do, it better
be good.
Trust me, it will be. Nothing. No ideas.
Okay, they're reenacting
Useless. Empty.
heroes.
Brain.
Wow,
No
washed
heroes
up
there.
after one video? So sad.
It's over. I'm done. We're never gonna make a new video.
I'm not giving up on you yet!
What are you doing?
You're supposed to be an engineer or something. Think outside the box.
They're reenacting Super Vigorous 6.
Oh.
Okay, that was a little bit over the top, but we just want to show you how important this project is to us and our childhood. In the last shot, Jackson was watching a clip from the movie Big Hero 6, starring one of our favorite characters of all time, Baymax. In the movie, Baymax is essentially a big white inflatable marshmallow responsible for being your healthcare assistant. Since the movie came out in 2014, not a soul has
Holy
attempted to recreate this
that's
project in
long
real
ago.
life.
But since we were
Oh,
kids,
dear
we've wanted
God.
nothing more than to bring Baymax out of our imaginations and into reality. And in this video, we're going to use the skills we've gained since then to realize our childhood dreams and be the first to build Baymax.
But how could 3 college students who are wildly underqualified and frighteningly overconfident ever do the impossible? Can we be the first people on the internet to build Baymax?
They need like not to be rude to their stuff, but they need like It's a profession on their.
Well, Max is starting to form the idea of how we're going to build Baymax. Jackson and I will want to tell you why we're actually building him.
See, we noticed that Max doesn't get a lot of hugs in his life, and we all know that robots are the only way to fix that. So we're gonna build Baymax to give Max the biggest and warmest hug of his life.
Stay around to see if he actually feels loved.
Now that we've started CADing and coding, let's talk about some of the difficulties and compromises we're gonna have to make with Baymax.
Since we don't have an unlimited budget or time as college students, some of the more complicated features like opening up from his red box and walking are just not going to be a possibility.
Sponsor, please, sponsor.
Maybe in the future we'll tackle those issues, but for now, let's focus on the main capabilities we want to include.
First, we want him to talk and interact with you just like the movie.
We want him to be able to use his hands and fingers,
See and interact with the world in front of him.
Have a screen in his chest so that you can rate your pain and show other diagnostics.
to be able to give warm hugs and have heating capabilities for Max.
Be able to do basic healthcare scanning with our infrared sensor and camera.
And have a card reader to create different personalities just like the movie.
Now let's talk about some of the components we're going to need to buy and build to make these features possible.
Go, go, go!
Alright, here's all the parts. We got a Raspberry Pi, Arduino, wind frame, servo controller, camera, color sensor, temperature sensor, power distribution block. We got a LiPo, breaker, special service, and regular servo.
Damn.
Even if you aren't an engineer, you could tell this is quite a big project, and we're gonna have to work hard and push our skills to make this project happen.
If this is your first time building with us, let me introduce ourselves. We are Jam, Jackson, Anders, Max, your 3 favorite college students who make cool engineering projects for your entertainment.
Jackson is responsible for coding the things that make the things go.
Anders does the filming, editing, and making things look good.
And Max is on the mechanical stuff, which includes finding parts for what we need and putting them together. So let's start building.
Damn. I got a good team. This is almost just need 8:15 and
Well, we lost audio for this clip, so we're gonna make it up. I'm gonna go interview something. Hey Max, hey, what you doing?
I'm installing the projector.
Why?
Because it needs to be installed.
Yeah, why?
Because I have to display.
Yeah, why?
That's a screw, I think. Well, what'd you do? I have to use screws to install things, bro. Because how else am I supposed to use it?
I think you're wrong.
I'm never wrong.
You definitely wrong.
Okay.
This is slightly funny.
This is the differential we will be using on the shoulder of Baymax. Differentials are commonly used on cars to allow the axle to output to the wheels at differing speeds during turns. On Baymax, the differential allows 2 servos to output 2 degrees of freedom while combining the torque. Here's how it works. When the servos rotate against each other, the shaft rotates, lifting the arm. When the servos rotate in the same direction, the shoulder rotates inward or outward. Coordinating these servo movements can create more complex and natural-looking shoulder motion. Servos are also directly responsible for driving the elbows. Meanwhile, the movement of the head and fingers is achieved
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a little conversation needed to have and stuff. Let's continue watching.
using a string and
Interesting.
pulley system, similar to how a puppet operates. This method gives us precise control of the movements, just like in the movies. Alright, that's enough hardware. Let's hear from your favorite college student, Jackson.
Fine.
It's software time.
This is like me and my friends.
Oh, what is that?
YouTube video.
Oh, it's the last 2 months of my life. For the code, the goal is to make Baymax just like he is in the movie. Conversational, helpful, and full of fancy features. We have 2 platforms running the project, a Raspberry Pi computer and an Arduino microcontroller. The Raspberry Pi does all the smart stuff, so we'll call it Big Boss. The Arduino, or Little Boss, listens to Big Boss for instructions. When Baymax starts, Big Boss records audio with a microphone and converts any speech into text using what's called an API. An API asks the internet to do something specific, like convert speech to text. After that, Big Boss uses oh man, skip that, you don't need to see that. Big Boss uses AI to categorize the response with things like body temperature, facial recognition, or an AI-generated response. Then Big Boss clones Baymax's voice and uses a speaker to respond to the user just like Baymax. Now, let's go to Little Boss land. Woo! Over here, Little Boss listens to Big Boss for instructions on how to actuate Baymax's arms and shoulders, and also controls the heating element, the lights, and the card reader. Little Boss is the volunteer we all want in our lives. He works 24/7 without pay. Altogether, these 1,500 lines of code are what make Baymax awesome and me go insane.
I'll see you later.
Alright, so we bought 9 of these 20-kilogram brushless RC servos.
They need
We determined they were strong enough for the
foam
load,
on that
but we
microphone.
didn't consider is they're not meant to be used outside of RC applications. So anytime we sent them a signal, they'd do a bunch of jittering. No matter what we did, we couldn't fix it. I tried to blame it on Jackson,
Classic.
because always software's fault, but this time it wasn't. So we reached out to our friends at High Tech, and they graciously provided with 9 servos. So we're gonna go pick those up right now.
Alright guys, we're on our way to pick up the servos from the warehouse.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Have a good one, guys. Thanks so much. Be safe.
Now that we have the servos from our friends at High Tech, I've installed it on the differentials,
Put the piece down,
the
where did it go?
elbows, the fingers, and the head, and they'll definitely work this time.
And for the software, we built an algorithm that smooths out the movement of the motors so they
What?
definitely
I
won't
put
break
it down. What
themselves.
did I put
We've
it?
got Baymax all built. Now we just have to figure out how to make him talk. Whoa!
Baymax, go get us. Go.
Anders here in editing, where we're gonna make the voice for Baymax so that Jackson can implement it in the software.
Wow, he's actually doing something.
First, I'm gonna edit clips of just Baymax talking from the movie, and then feed it into 11 Labs. Then, we're gonna make our own voice model using the fancy software. Yay! Now, we can feed that text and get Baymax's voice out whenever we want. What happened?
We were testing out the servos, and a bunch of magic smoke came out of 2 of the servos on
Oh,
the differential.
No.
These 2. Shoosh. Anyways, so now they didn't break the gears, but the motors definitely cooked.
No.
So we'll have to do something about that. Probably get stronger servos and counter spring the arm.
No.
This guy.
No.
All right, cut. Cut. All right,
Wait, what's
we're
happening
back
with this
here.
bit?
This time I have new servos from High Tech. They're their highest torque brushless servos, and this time they definitely work. And Jackson did some stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I built an algorithm that makes sure that Baymax's servos don't move too far so he doesn't dislocate his shoulder.
Now that we have all that done, I think we're pretty much ready to show you the product. Shall we?
Where do they clip into? Oh, there. That piece is at the end.
Alright guys, after 2 months of work and hundreds of hours, we finally finished Baymax.
And it took a lot of work, but he is jam-packed with features, and we can't wait to show you guys what he can do. All right, well, to show everything that Baymax can do, I'm gonna ask him questions, and we're gonna see how he responds, and if he really is just like the movie. All right, so now we're gonna see if Baymax can recognize my face. Hello, Baymax.
Hello there, Jackson. How are you doing today?
And just like that, Baymax recognized my face and now knows all of my medical history. So let's test that. Hey Baymax, should I be cautious about eating any certain types of food?
Yes, you have a severe allergy to peanuts. I would recommend staying away from peanuts to avoid bad consequences.
And he knows it. All right, so in the movie, Baymax has different personalities that can be given to him through his different cards in his card
These
unit.
are very
So let's see if
hard
that works.
pieces.
We're gonna
They're
take
very
out his
firm.
green card and put in his red card.
Warning, combat mode activated. Please step away.
And just like that, Baymax is now in combat mode, ready to fight some bad guys. It's a little scary.
It's really, how does this
Hello,
piece go in?
I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion. My programming was created by Jam, Jackson, Anders, and Max. What is the nature of your medical emergency?
My wrist is really hurting today. What do you think I should do?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? I will scan you now. Scan complete. You have sustained a minor sprain. I recommend ice. I will apply a cold pack.
My pain's only about a 5. Do I really need to do all that?
A rating of 5 indicates your pain is mild. Ice will reduce inflammation and help heal your arm. I cannot deactivate until you say you are satisfied with your care. Are you satisfied with your care?
I am satisfied with my care. Well, I'm really happy about how Baymax turned out, and we were able to accomplish lots of the features that we set out to do. However, we did run into a couple problems from the software side. The computer, the Raspberry Pi, or the big boss that's running this whole thing is just a little too slow to make Baymax run super duper fast and really feel lifelike. So in the future, I'd really like to improve on that. Now let's talk to Max about some of the accomplishments and problems we had on the mechanical side.
Alright, so some of the accomplishments I had was installing all the sensors. So that's our camera sensor, our temperature sensor, color sensors for card detection. As far as the animatronics go, there's 9 servos all throughout this that control the arms and everything else. Big problem I had was this differential was designed for different servos. So that meant that meshing the gears didn't work, and so we can't really raise the arms all the way. But the elbows still work perfectly because it's direct driven. And then we have a hair dryer for heating because that's basically the most efficient heater I could find. It's like 1,000 watts of heating, and I had it laying around. So the problems were getting this camera in the right position so it can see people. So you might see a couple different holes. Besides that, everything went according to the CAD and to the plan.
I don't know how to get this in place properly.
Alright, so even though I don't have a crucial part in the building of Baymax, I am making this video, and it's just been very difficult to be able to get these guys to stay on a deadline and make sure all the building happens and I'm able to actually film it. So we had some problems just like documenting a lot of what you saw in this video. So that's why it seemed sometimes a little bit choppy, but I'm really happy with how Baymax turned out, and I'm just proud of this video. So I'm glad he's done, and I'm proud of us as a team. But first, let's see if Max feels loved by the hug from Baymax in the most over-dramatic scene. Wait for it.
Welcome back to...
Seriously, why does the back button do that? Let's get this watch.
What's up, guys? This is Heiss, and today we're out in Connecticut, and we're at Chris Adams' The Valley Local. It's an HO scale layout that features the New Haven Railroad in 1948, and it features some of the coolest operations I've seen on a model railroad. There's a little bit of busy, crazy, bustling main line, and a lot of fun operations down the branch, so you can get a little bit of the best of both worlds. Coming down to see this layout's been absolutely fantastic. Let's see it how I saw it for the first time. Okay, I'm allowed to come down the stairs now.
Yes.
Oh, this is gorgeous. And, oh my god, there's things all over the place. And thoughtfully weathered choo-choos. We love that. How cool. This is Chris's layout.
Hello.
So I know it's New Haven.
Yes.
And we're near New Haven.
Yes. Well,
But that's
about 30 miles east.
Yeah.
Yep, Old Saybrook.
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, you want the nickel tour then, I guess.
The nickel tour, let's do it.
So this is Old Saybrook, Connecticut, and you are looking south. It's a little counterintuitive because east will be to the left and west is to the right.
Okay.
And the reason that has to happen is because of how the Y is set up here in Saybrook, so you can go up the valley line. Saybrook is a one-town layout basically by itself with the shoreline. It got staging off each end. So basically during an op session we'll have somebody on the east end, somebody on the west end, basically firing trains at each other.
Cool.
And the cool thing is that the timetable, I can do every single train that went through Old Saybrook to the prototype timetable to the minute on a 4-to-1 fast clock. It's about 30 trains during a session that go back and forth. So you really get a sense, especially if you're sitting in the stadium seats, which are the stairway.
Right.
You really get a sense of the trains going back and forth.
That is fantastic.
So it's a nice contrast to the branch line because when you're in Old Saybrook, it's just totally hectic. I've got a tower operator here that operates all of the turnouts in Old Saybrook. Those are the only turnouts that are powered. All the rest of the turnouts on the layout are manual throw because you're just on a local.
Sure.
They had work to do.
Does that actually match your track layout?
I don't know because Bill did that. So
Because it's got the hoopty around the station. It's definitely close.
And so as you come north out of Old Saybrook, there's a section that drops in here and you continue north.
Okay. We've got to drop in. Well, that just sounds too fun already.
So you drop in and it's a duck under. Once you get the train into Essex, you can take it out so people can move back and forth. But if you were in Essex, this should look very familiar because except for the coaling towers, everything is still there today. The Witch Hazel warehouse, the distillery, which is here, the station, the old feed mill. Everything is still as it was back in 1948, which is the year that I modeled.
Cool.
So this is just very basic scenery so far, just ground cover for now. And as you continue north up the line, you'll come around the bend. It gets a little narrow. And as you go north on the line and around the bend, you'll come into the town of Deep River, and then you'll go around the end of the aisle, and you'll come into the town of East Haddam. And those are all still in various stages of completion. But then you'll cross Shalerville Bridge, which is the scenic highlight of the line, before going through the wall into the other room where the whole rest of the line is.
Goodness. Okay, cool. And model railroads are always the work in progress, but you've got a nice base level of scenery in places that aren't done, but then some places that look very, very nice. And I really like the backdrops. Did you go out and take pictures?
Yes, almost, I would say 98% of the photos that I use in my photo backdrops have been photos that I've taken. Yeah. The only exception to that are historic photos that I've actually colorized and used in different areas where they're appropriate. You'll see more of that in the town of Weathersfield. I actually used some historic insurance grade crossing accident photos that were taken, and actually that is a great source of historic photos because litigation, you have to take pictures at the grade crossing, and it's all of the surrounding area. So I colorized those black and white photos, and then I used those as part of my backdrop.
That's
the crutch.
You know, it's unfortunate that that's the way that the pictures were taken, but at the same time, it's very cool that we now have them, and that's a very fantastic
and
use.
Thankfully, there's no accident footage, no bodies.
Sure,
it's just very innocuous because it's always long after the fact that they take the photos.
Right. goodness. Well, cool. Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, if you want to
Yeah, I
continue,
did miss a
continue
piece.
north, and you go around the bend and you come into Deep
How
River.
did I miss that?
Then around the bend again, you'll get to East Haddam.
Cool.
One of the things that I try and do, and you'll see this in different places, is I use prototype photos, and I use those as reference.
Sure.
In order to figure out how I'm going to model the scene.
This is so cool because you're taking real scenes from the prototype, and you can look and you see the picture, you see the structure, you see the crossing, you see the track layout matches it. Most people typically, because of space constraints, you can't typically set up a scene like that. So the fact that you've got the scenes as close as you can given the space constraints while still keeping it interesting is fantastic. Yeah, I've only ever seen one other person really kind of do that sort of thing, and it's like, here it was, and here it is, 87 times smaller.
Exactly.
That's cool. So cool. Wow.
And I see you have some super elevation on your curve here.
I do actually. This is something that I definitely want to do at this end of the peninsula, because on the prototype it's actually pretty super elevated as well, and it is really cool whenever you see a train go around and it heels over, as long as it doesn't derail.
Of course.
It is pretty cool. So this is still in a stage of completion. Still have the ballasting to do and all that, which you'll see more of as you get further in the layout where it's more complete.
Sure.
But yeah, I'll have probably a couple of those Iowa scaled engineering squealers. So you'll hear the flange squeal as it goes around the curve, and so that'll be pretty cool.
It's those little touches,
Exactly.
those little things. That gets that. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Oh, wait.
Well, goodness, this looks like quite the fun run, and you've made a really good usage of this space that I can see, and it's also really well lit. There's a lot of thought that's been put into this.
There's a lot of
despite
light.
not scenery being finished.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's
That's cool.
I definitely have a vision, and it's always a matter of, okay, does your reach exceed your grasp? Because
yes.
you have an idea in your head and you want to try and make it there, and so far I feel like I'm getting there, and it's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
Sure.
Are like that and that and that, or these two parts here, are these from another layout?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked that. Nice segue. This guy here, his name's Chet Reck. He was kind of a surrogate grandfather. I met him when I was a young teenager. And all of what you see on this 2x8 section and that 2x8 section were all on a 4x8 layout that he had in his basement.
Okay.
When he passed, his widow wanted me to have the layout. When I went to pick it up with my dad, I thought it was bolted to the floor. He had used actual rock and granite for his scenery. It weighed 400 pounds. So we hauled that thing out of the basement to my garage in Milford, Connecticut, to my basement in my house in Milford, Connecticut, to the basement here. Every time it was like moving a piano.
No kidding.
It was awful. By the time it got here, it had sustained a little bit of damage, and I thought, something, it's time to retire the layout as it is and give it a rebirth. So basically everything from railhead down is me, and everything above, all the structures and everything are all his structures. Same 32 square feet, just differently constituted. Cool. He had fibertized brass rail, didn't really operate the layout very much, but what he did do is, using just the Walters catalog, because he was in a remote part of Vermont, he would get all these details, and he would do the interiors for the buildings.
Oh, come on.
He really enjoyed doing the super detailing back before it was really a thing. Before mini prints, before 3D printing, he would get all these little details from Walter's catalog and have them mail ordered to him, and he would just go to town detailing all the buildings and everything. So a lot of the buildings have interiors, a lot of them are lit as well. As a matter of fact, there we go. Oh, so that's
so that building has about $200 worth of hot metal castings in it.
Back then it was only $50, but the minimum wage was 50 cents, right?
Right.
So
that's too cool, dude.
But yeah, so this is pretty cool because it's a nice legacy for him, and also whenever we were taking the 4x8 apart, I saw little mini scenes and details that I'd never seen before, because you can't see that stuff on a 4x8 if it's in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
So now with everything on the 2x8 sections, it really does show off his work, and so I'm really glad to be able to share that with everybody else.
Yeah. I just asked because I noticed the track was different. For some reason, that's the thing I always notice is like, oh, okay, did you cheap out on the track? No, you've got microengineering. This is good.
Exactly.
And then I looked over there and I'm like, why do you have Atlas turnouts there, but you've got microengineering here? And then I realized, oh, wait, that looks like it's done in a slightly different style.
Exactly right. Well, originally these two 2x8s were going to be the only layout I was going to have. Yeah, right. but they did actually. Originally, they hooked together in an L shape, and that's why that track under the photograph is where it is, because that actually tied in to the other end of the layout.
Oh, I see how the hills connected.
Exactly, but I had the presence of mind to think ahead, and I had built a track that had been a dummy track for many years that I ended up using. Now that's the track that goes in the back corner, and so that way you can just have the modules be wherever and still be connected. So, but yeah, to your point, this is all Atlas track in here, Woodland Scenics ballast, and not much done in the way of weathering. When you get to the other room, you'll see that the microengineering track, you can start seeing that here. I've weathered all the ties, so it looks a little bit more hand-laid. And in the other room, you'll also see not only the ballast, but also the weeds and the grass between the rails.
Cool. Well, let's go take a look.
I'm loving your track work. How are you weathering it? Just chalks?
No, it's dry brushing craft paints.
Oh!
Yeah, and it gets very zen. To your point earlier, this is a very unfinished area. You just see the bench work. I just barely have it covered with some terrain. I've started mocking up the city of Middletown, and from Cromwell, which is at the end of the aisle, heading north, it's a lot more finished.
Sure. And all the static grass.
Yeah.
What a pain.
Textures and,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a total game changer.
No kidding. I mean, it looks spectacular.
Well, thank you.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I was hoping to get more switch stands done in time for this, but
with the lamps and everything.
Yeah, that's Rufino's rail crew. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, lots of scenery going on here.
So yeah, I started in that back corner and I worked my way south. And so as you head further into the layout, it gets more and more finished, except for that section of backdrop that I haven't finished yet. But
it's one of those things. Always the work in progress, Yeah.
The process of colorizing the photos, doing some Photoshop.
Sure.
Period cars in the photos, which is cool.
That is cool. I love the period crossing signs. I've spent too much time with crossing everything, and so anytime there's non-standard modern treatments, it's cool.
Well, those are 3D prints from Chris Zigman.
Cool.
As a matter of fact, and so I finally got a couple of them on the layout, which is very cool. And the whistle posts as well are Chris Zigman things.
Cool.
They're super easy to paint because the W is recessed, just like on the prototype. So
you just
white, and then you just blob some black in there and white.
That's so cool.
That's one of your colorized backdrop photos,
yes.
right?
Yep. Matter of fact, that photo and the one at Jordan Lane are actually the same grade crossing in New Britain, but they're different sides of the grade crossing.
Oh wow.
And
that's so cool.
Yeah, so they're going to colorize it, running it through,
God, that is fantastic.
Like 10 seconds.
You really have to wait a minute. It is flat back there when you look at it from another angle.
Oh, look at the Hartford skyline. That's a postcard.
So yeah, that started out as a black and white postcard that I blew up and colorized.
No kidding!
Yeah, so you've got the Blue Onion Dome and the Colt Building. You've got the Travelers Tower peeking out from behind the tree there a little bit. You got the river there on the right. So so that's what you would see if you were looking north on the line.
Right. We just drove past that exact building on the way down. Oh, it's cool. One thing that I'm noticing that I really appreciate, some of the little detail things that you pick up on, the sidings being lower than grade, different ballast grades as well. You can see everything. Your main is one thing, and then every siding at each industry you see the different little bits of detritus that have arrived, and it's just those little pieces of flavor. A lot of the modeling stuff is all about getting that little randomization, the little differences that, oh, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it makes the whole thing feel so real and cohesive so quickly. That's just cool.
And it's all layering. I mean, this is really just the first layer of static grass, and over behind the camera over here, you can start seeing where the additional layers and textures start coming on.
Sure.
So you just keep adding more layers and more textures, and then it starts looking more and more realistic.
Right. So cool. I mean, it's just a gorgeous layout.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what you do with the rest of it. But goodness, I mean, it already looks like it's such a fun operation, particularly with how you're describing it. That's got to be cool.
It's a big contrast when you're up on the branch line versus down on the main line.
I bet.
The main line, those trains are just going back and forth, and you're trying to stay out of the way of the main line trains. Then once you get up on the branch, it's like, there's nobody else up here. I can stop and smell the roses. I don't care. There's nobody else on the line, and it really is a neat contrast in the operations.
That is cool. Yeah, because you had staging that we saw over there, and then stage. So you're just sending.
They are just firing trains at each other.
That's so cool.
I mean, and it's really cool because it is according to the prototype. So you sit there and you're like, oh, yeah, the merchants is due, so here it comes, and yeah, sometimes they get behind just like on the prototype.
And that's an excuse to have big passenger trains, big freight trains, without having to have your whole layout be that size.
Exactly right. A one-town layout that way is very, very helpful because you can run just about anything through that scene.
Sure.
And that also, to your point, is helpful because that's the only way you can really match the prototype timetable to the times, because you only have the one town to deal with. You don't have to have all the other towns.
Right.
So you can just make sure that you're hitting that timing through the town, and you've got it dialed in.
Right. So you get a little bit of the flavor of the main line, enough that you get to see the variety, the different trains, the busyness, the bustle of it.
Exactly.
But then you can focus when you want to have that different experience, going out on the branch, switching cars, more relaxed, different kind of operating switching kind of thing, which is the switching puzzles. Part of the biggest fun I find in operating. So you can have a little bit of both, and that's such a cool way to do it.
Well, the other thing that I found is that when you have the track plan emulate the prototype, and then you try to operate it prototypically, it's cool that you don't need to have switching puzzles because there's an inherent complexity anyway.
Sure.
If you're following the rules, the railroad rules, you're doing all the stuff that the prototype railroad would do. It's immersive in itself.
Right.
You don't need to have, sorting the cars out. I mean, even just setting out one car ends up becoming its own experience.
Yes.
And this is enough to keep anybody busy. You could spend an hour here.
Right.
Well, especially if you don't realize that on your locomotive, you not only have maximum momentum, but you do also have a brake. There was a guy that operated here. I had forgotten to tell him that F6 was the brake, and he was trying to switch in here with full momentum set at 250, CV4 at 255. The poor guy, I mean, he was overrunning stuff and going back and forth, and it's like, oh, why don't you use the brake? Oh, there's a brake? Yeah. He was here for 3 hours.
What is wrong with this thing?
It's like, oh, well. It's like, it's so much better with the brake. I'm like, yeah, you think? But,
that's funny.
This scene here, Mark, with the freight house, look how the main routes through there.
No. Yeah. Why?
Because that's what the prototype did. The main actually went through the crossover. Because you had the house track on one side and the bulk track on the other side.
I get. Like I see the this and the this. I see that. But why?
I guess we'll just have to ask the ghosts of the railroaders past, because
we need
that's
to go.
How it operated.
You drunk bastards! Why?
Right.
Yeah, we need to go grave digging with I don't know, lightning something, Frankenstein's monster. Exactly. While we're at it, can we dig at Matthias Baldwin, please? I've got some questions.
Yeah, right.
But goodness, that's fun. Just woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, 4 switches in the span of like 6 feet.
And then actually the prototype,
Found it.
whenever we get to Rocky Hill, they'd have to put a tank car on the pilot and push it south 3 miles to spot it at the what is a facing point switch southbound at Hartford Rayon, which is that complex there.
Okay.
That was the biggest shipper on the line during the era that I modeled. They made parachutes during World War II.
Oh, cool.
Pratt and Whitney took them over, and the complex is still there today, although I'm not sure what they do there. But those buildings are all still there today.
Cool. So there's spaceport, a lot of distance here on the prototype.
Yeah, about 3 miles compressed there. As a matter of fact, right in that open field there is supposed to be a huge foundry.
Oh, well.
But that got selectively compressed right out of the railroad.
Z-scale, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The shrink ray got it. Yeah, you got to make choices, but the fact that you've got real scenes that you can pull, it's just cool. I mean, the first time I ever saw someone do that with a layout, it was like, here's my binder of all my pictures, here you go, and it's like, wait, you can do that?
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
So seriously cool. And then this scene with all of here's the hustle and bustle, all of downtown slowly coming together here.
And this is Middletown, so whenever you were coming south on Route 9, this is the Aragoni Bridge. You would have crossed under that. You would have crossed under the approach to the bridge.
Yeah.
And then you would have gone under
the diamond we noticed.
We saw this diamond.
Exactly
yes.
right.
We were like, either there's an absurdly sharp curve there, or there's a diamond.
Yep.
And I was like,
think it's a diamond.
Yeah, it's a diamond. We
So
still see track.
so now you're perfectly oriented. So you're looking west here, and some of these buildings came from John Narek, who some people may remember from New England, Berkshire, and Western. So some of the buildings are buildings that he did. Dave Messer, somebody that had some articles in RMC back in the day. This is a block of stores from his layout.
Cool.
And I can't claim pride of authorship or buildership on any of these buildings, and it's just one of those things. You do some acquiring, you do some modeling, you do some building.
Right.
But trying to do a layout of this size and scope in this number of buildings, you're not going to be able to, or I'm not going to be able to build them all.
It's going to take you 2 decades if you're doing it, yeah, so.
Also, that's part of the fun, too, is like I have, like on my layout, it's like, oh, wow, a friend's dad built this building.
Right, exactly.
And you know what, he never got to have his dream layout, but now it's on mine, and I've got a layout, I've got another structure from another person who passed away. It's a weird way of collecting obituaries, kind of, but
it's a community thing. It's cool. Yeah.
And it's telling a story, right? So it's not just telling the story of railroading in the Connecticut River Valley in the 1940s, but it's also telling all these little stories of people that are still with us and people that have passed, and the legacy of their modeling and their art that lives on here.
Right.
So
that's a celebration. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, check this out. So this is another example of backdrop colorization. So I started with this photo.
Okay.
And if you go around and look up the road, you see the photo colorized and it's made as part of the backdrop.
Oh my God. That's great.
And, wow. And you got the octagon window diner, and then the model is 3D.
So not all of the photo is you've got like that little piece of it, but then you've made the rest of it. Goodness.
I mean, it's all selective compression. That's what good modeling is.
Exactly.
Right.
Because very few people have the ability to model a realistic radius curve, although you've kind of done that here, but you're also modeling a branch line.
Exactly. It helps out a lot.
Right.
But it's all the little details that I love to get into. So you've got, these crossbucks, have this little sign. So what I did is I was able to Photoshop out that little sign, and then I was able to replicate them on the crossbuck poles as well. So it's the same, the exact same detail.
That's too cool.
Yeah. And it's a fun thing too, like just as part of the community aspect of it of, I may not have those skills, but I can trade with a friend for something I'm better at than he is.
Everybody's got their niche and their superpower, and if you trade them off, then you can make yourself a really nice layout because everybody's contributing something.
Yes.
Do you guys like big band music?
Yes.
Yes.
I played big band jazz drums for 10 years.
Okay. Here's a story for you, and this is an absolute true story, and it has to do with that diner.
Okay.
So if you know anything about the Glenn Miller story, you know that he had an early band that kind of failed, was not commercially successful. So after that band failed, one of his saxophonists, a guy named Hal McIntyre, his family had a farm in Cromwell, Connecticut. All the instruments from that band got stored at his family's farm in Cromwell, Connecticut. And Hal McIntyre really wanted Glenn to get the band back together. So the band, the Glenn Miller band. So he kept pestering Glenn. No, you know, I'm going to do something else. I'm not going to do this again. You know, I failed once, whatever. Well, story has it that one day Hal McIntyre got a call, and Glenn Miller was on the phone and said, I'm down at the Sunset Diner downtown. Come meet me for a cup of coffee. And so he did, and long story short, Hal McIntyre finally persuaded him at that diner with the octagon windows to start up his band again, and that's the band that went on to great renown and the first gold record and Chattanooga Choo Choo and all of that. The rest is history. And it was
that is too much fun.
Well, what I'm hearing is that diner really gets you in the mood.
Yeah. Well done.
Why? We need mystery citrus over here.
You want to hit me with something? Maybe a little brown jug?
Okay, yeah, you guys are Glenn Miller fans. Well done. Nice.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
This is the kind of intellectual humor
up a stairway to the stars.
He is. If he's not careful, I'm going to give him the Pennsylvania 65000.
There you go.
Wow.
Can you zoom in and see? I did the dials on the control
Oh,
stand.
you crazy person. This is delightful.
We're going to need to get the macro lens for that.
Yeah,
but yeah.
maybe that.
That's not fair.
How the fuck did Bro do that?
I get it. Okay. Jesus.
How?
Did you hire ants with paintbrushes?
Yeah, exactly.
Pages came done, but it was on a gray control stand, and the prototype had a Pullman green control stand.
Oh my God! So you painted around it?
To mask the gauges.
Oh my God!
And airbrush the green on the control stand.
That is excessive, and I'm here for it.
We love this. This is good.
Yes.
That's a Proto 2000 S1, and I've crammed a scale sound system speaker, ESU V5 decoder, and a Keep Alive, all in there while keeping the cabin interior.
Damn.
That's impressive. That's impressive. That's a lot.
That's a lot to cram in.
Yeah. Goodness.
But here's something else y'all might want to check out. I mean, for the
you have Glenn Miller in there?
A little bit of a mess, but this is where the
action.
Scenery. So this is all the talking about craft paints. So these are the craft paints to me. I got my spray booth. All the scenery is over here. All the different types of static grass and so
I envy this level of organization.
Also, I'd like to point out that despite the thousands of dollars of brass locomotives you have, the polyester paints might be the most rare thing that you have.
Probably right, and I didn't even show you the flow quill that I've got, but I've been trying to get over to Tamiya now, so
I'm switching over to acrylics.
Yes, yeah.
Especially now that you can't get okay. What was the one?
Scale coat.
Scale coat.
Yeah,
that's
right.
it.
Yep.
Can't get that anymore. So it's like.
But I tell you, I was intimidated by the airbrush for years and years and years, and now that I've switched to Tamiya, cut 50-50 with isopropyl alcohol, it's like I can't do anything wrong. I mean, it's so easy. The airbrushing is just so easy that way. It lays nice. If you overdo it a little bit, it'll flash off because of the alcohol. And so I'm really enjoying that. But yeah, so this is where some of the magic happens.
Well, and also you can be airbrushing Tamiya in a small space like this and not get.
Also true. I mean, I did vent out, cut through the sill of the house to vent out my brush booth, and then I've got my respirator.
And I love your.
East end.
I love the Y scene here. Like, I think Y scenes, like as a focus of a model railroad, are so underrated.
Well, it was. This is. We were talking before about reaching seating grass, and I definitely had. A vision that I wanted Old Saybrook to be the centerpiece as you come down the stairs, but I didn't really have enough room, so I actually discovered that this stud wall was 2 feet off the foundation. So what I did is I took a skill saw and actually cut a hole in the wall to make this big proscenium. And the backdrop is on the foundation wall, and the stud wall is what's forward. And actually, you can see on the floor here, I moved the doorway about 10 inches out to accommodate the main line going through the wall there. But that's how I was able to get the scene to kind of push back a little bit, and then you've got the wide track out front, so you can still get around it, and there's enough space. So,
Love it.
yeah, I have a very, very, very understanding and supportive wife.
You gotta have that. Yes.
You know, so.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, this isn't even the train room. This is just the layout. So the train room is 2 floors up, and yeah. So that's a whole other thing. But that's where all the books and the photos, the photo library for the New Haven Railroad Historical and Technical Association, the president of that, and also the photo archivist. So we've cataloged something like 18,000 images, and no, they're not all online. So there's a finding aid that we have for our authors that make articles and stuff for the Shoreliner magazine, and just about every Thursday we got a bunch of guys coming over and doing that. So this is
This one.
we got an authentic New Haven Railroad shanty stove that is converted to wood that actually works. This is the room that was my wife's idea, actually, because she knew that I wasn't really jazzed on getting a house like this size, but she was like, "Oh, you know what? We can get all your train room stuff out of the basement where we get water in the previous house, and it'll be 2 floors up." So
there you go.
So yeah, once we got to this room, after I'd already gotten lost in the house on the tour, she's like, "Oh, and you can have all your train stuff up here." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm getting this house." So
Yeah, we can put it that way.
yeah, exactly. So like Chris was saying, one of the things that I do is the photo library for the New Haven Railroad Historical Society, and just about every Thursday night we catalog images, and so we've cataloged about 18,000 images. Most of them are in binders. Prints are in binders, negatives are in file cabinets, and yeah, we'll do that just about every Thursday night. So. This is my latest acquisition. This last fall, I got an actual parlor car chair out of a New Haven Railroad stainless steel passenger car, parlor car. So
that's cool.
So this is the crew lounge. A little inconvenient being 2 floors up in the layout, but Thursday we got a bunch of guys coming over and doing that. But yeah, it's busy, and then I've got a day job too, so which I really want to get rid of. But that's what supports all this stuff. So you need to have some sort of income.
Quite the thing, and thank you so much for
you're
opening it up and showing it off. And don't you do that to me? Oh, he's playing dirty now.
Awesome. We said open it up, so I had a roof. I figured out.
Levers.
No, that's all Schneider.
That is grotesque, disgusting,
Perverted.
not allowed. We're gonna have to censor that for the video. The children can't see that.
Oh yeah, this is not made for kids.
What did I miss?
Oh my god.
All Schneider.
That is grotesque, disgusting,
Perverted.
not allowed. We're gonna have to censor that for the video. The children can't see that.
Oh yeah, this is not made for kids.
Oh my
What is this
goodness.
piece? I
I'm a signal nerd, so love that.
Bill just did all the interlocking piping on his layout. He's got an interlocking between the O&W and the D&H, and he was just posting some pictures of the piping that he did. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta level up my game and do the piping and the rods and all that.
Oh yeah, all the madness. Yeah.
Eventually, I need a couple more lifetimes.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, okay, is this detail going to really? I mean, if I walked down and saw that, I would be the one person that'd be like, oh, and then probably, you'd get a couple other people that would be like, oh, but most people would be like, huh? But yeah. Yeah, the pretty grass and the everything else done everywhere else first is probably a higher priority than wooing the signal nerds.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean,
three of you.
Yeah, I mean, getting a level of finish on the whole layout, that's the goal. Just kind of a level base level scenery, some static grass, and the ties done. And then, it's like everything else. It's layers. Just keep doing multiple passes.
Sure. Well, thank you so much.
Channel. Do you want to end with the R3 starting up and
Naturally.
pulling out?
Why not?
So we'll do that.
This doesn't really sit in. Right. It doesn't. Is that roasted? Yeah, maybe roasted. This is wrong.
I see you've given Rapido and Intermountain a lot of your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Acuro.
That's like a bag. What is this for? There we go. I'm doing something right. Somehow. Yes.
Too much fun. That's cool. Oh, so you've got reverse loops on both ends.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That was much quicker than I expected.
That was the shorter of the top line.
Yeah.
I thought I went back further.
We do love prototype ops, but Leighton and I are both very much fans of the layout where you can just drink beer and watch train and tell story.
840 and
This is the only place on this railroad where you can really
I was
do
gonna
that.
say, yeah.
Everything else is pretty much point to point. That's what maximum momentum will get for you. I had it braking all the way through Saybrook.
Well, it's got a lot of cars behind it,
does
you
have a lot
know.
of cars behind it, and not all of them have air. So.
No, okay, yeah. Yeah, did you have to bore the brake pipe out of it?
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to tell you this, but your physics is at 1/87 scale.
Yeah, the Square Cube Law would like to know your location. It's a gorgeous looking engine. With the pumps on the front, the Alesco. There's so much going on in the smoke box. It's cool. And then all the external plumbing on top for the turrets and everything, and it's got the dual sand domes.
Yep.
It's cool. Awesome.
Cool engine, huh?
Very cool engine. And very cool layout.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for showing it off. I mean,
it's
goodness.
my pleasure.
The little bit of varied operations to be had, and it seems like you could really have a lot of action going on. Fast clock, actual timetable, switching, a little bit of something for everybody.
A little bit of everything.
That's cool, and a very good utilization of space. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Well, if you come next year, I'll hopefully be able to set up an off session for you.
Okay. All right. They're trying to get me to come back to Amherst, everybody.
Yeah, there
so
you go.
far, so good. So, I mean, goodness.
Yeah. Jury's out. Wait until see how you feel Sunday night after 2 full days of this.
We were at the show for less than 2 hours earlier today, and we got stopped by 15 random people that wanted to meet me.
Nice.
And I'm
Very
like,
cool.
that's I'm used to it at this point, but not to that level and that amount of time on a day it's not open to the public.
And they're not even open today, so wait until tomorrow on Sunday.
It's going to be a time.
Yep.
But it's going to be a good time.
It'll be an awesome time.
It's going to be great. I'm
So
excited
glad you guys were
to
able
meet
to
everyone.
visit.
Yeah. Thank you so much for opening your home and showing off the layout. It's absolutely wonderful. And
Thank you.
we hope you all enjoyed
been
taking a look at the layout as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and let us know what you'd like to see next time.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant by like, it's not on purpose. Because if it's on purpose. Is this it? That's good. Just like that. And then other piece. Just go with this thing. This is pretty cool. I don't know why it's not, like, it's like it's not flipping it. Like this. It's like, okay, there's a little bit of flipping there. Big gun. Done. Five shield. Am I gonna be honest, probably when I have to use these pieces. Beginning a satisfactory skyblock.
Satisfactory is a game about exploration, innovation, and optimization. It's a game I picked up a few years ago and almost instantly grew to love. I knew I had to make a video for the 1.0 release of the game coming in September, and I knew I wanted it to be something a little more creative than a regular playthrough. Something that can really show people how far you can push this game. I brainstormed for a few days and it hit me. In Satisfactory, you are required to explore an alien world in order to explore its natural resources and produce items for Earth. But what if there was no alien world? What if there was no world at all? Hi there. So, before Satisfactory Skyblock could really be a thing that's playable, there were a few problems that I had to face. Like, for example, how do you get ore to produce basically anything? How are you going to power any of your buildings if there's no leaves in the void? Now, this totally could have been game over, but we were blessed by the Satisfactory heavens with the Satisfactory Mod Manager. This is probably no surprise by now, but I love being able to mod games. This entire video wouldn't even be possible without the Mod Manager. To solve our power problem, we included the Refined Power mod. And to solve the ore problem, we included the Buildable Resource Node mod. The Refined Power mod allowed us access to things like solar panels and wind turbines, so that we didn't have to burn leaves in order to make power. Buildable Resources lets you craft your own resource nodes as long as you have the given material, and that's what all these boxes around the map are for. And if you're paying attention, I did say we, because my friend Pepe got the same Satisfactory bug that I did, so obviously I invited him.
You son of a bitch!
Welcome to Shitfuck Central. Bam, bitch. Don't fucking start with me, dude. I don't have one. I don't know where it went. Okay, so the very first thing we're gonna need is power. Refined power. Holy shit, that's gonna be like half of our materials that we have. I'm gonna put all our resources in here.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Hold on, let me put this in.
There's a take all button.
Indeed. I'll see you later. Fuck.
What the hell? That's all our shit! So, as you can see, our first instincts were not to be productive. In the first, like, 40 minutes of this recording, we made almost zero progress.
That sucks.
It's okay. It's fun to do great.
F12.
We should have started off with more materials is what we should have done. Once we finally locked in, we designed a cutting-edge strategy to get our hands on all those beginning materials needed to actually start playing the game. Get rid of what? You know what? That's not a bad strategy.
Linear motion into 1, 2, 0. Oh, it's I see.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, let's get a turbine going real quick. Oh, it has Christmas ornaments.
Oh, that's really cute. So turbines, if they're too close to each other, won't work. I don't know what the science is behind it.
Takes up the wind, I don't know.
With that gigabrain conclusion, we began to brainstorm how we were going to organize everything, only getting a little distracted on the way. It's so we can build geysers for like coal power. Dude,
Oh, I
what
see.
the fuck?
What?
Why is your helmet so large?
What do you mean?
Why is your head so goddamn big?
I don't have a big head.
No, you're lying. You did something. Oh, I
It's
see.
just it's just a setting.
I see.
God damn! Hot pink.
Hot pink, bitch. We have enough for one pure and one impure.
It's mine now.
Oh, okay. That was literally all I had to my name. Dude, you fucking
I killed myself.
One of these times it's not gonna come back to us.
That'd be bad.
Okay, I definitely lied. We were not locked in.
Why are we mining nowhere?
I don't have any materials. You took them all. Got me working in the fucking mines. Luckily, after long enough of working in the mines, I was promoted to a cushy desk position watching other things do all the work, like a true God-fearing
Okay,
American.
now we just need
What are these?
E16 and 18.
Where you at? You take this.
Yes, sir. Oh my god, my portable miner is hot pink.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We then began to finally make some progress, but it turned out that the wind turbines were actually really bad. Or 6.37 milliwatts.
With no power or wind. No wind.
Who needs wind?
Yeah, for a wind turbine, who needs
Yeah,
wind?
bro, who needs wind? Dude, 6.5 is not a lot.
That's enough to power one of these.
I think that might be the only thing it can power. We then started working out the minimum distance wind turbines can be from each other without just turning off instantly. 3,
0,
4,
0.
Hold on. Can you build a platform right here? Hold on, actually, I could just grab this one. 5.
Oh boy, that works. That's good. That's fucking. Oh my god.
That's rough, dude.
That is rough.
After realizing that they needed a minimum of 5 whole platform spaces between each other in order to work properly, it really began to set in how much these wind turbines sucked.
I mean, they can only power one thing anyway.
Can they? But fuck, really?
Pretty much, yeah. 'cause this
We
takes
are
a lot.
so cooked.
It's gonna be a long grind.
Oh no.
That's a rough graph. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie.
we have we're currently working with 6 more watts than we're using. Oh my god, dude, it really is gonna be a turbine per instrument. We realized that in order to rely solely on wind turbines, we would need a lot of platforms. Platforms are made from 2 different materials, steel plates and concrete. Since we already had steel plates being constructed, the next step was to work on concrete.
Make the wind turbines go this way.
We don't really have the material to build out all that way. I'm using like parts that we already have. Oh, look at you, fucking big baller!
Yeah, no, I have the materials.
Yeah, somebody took all my materials at the start of the game and then murdered me. Now that we had the materials necessary to build lots and lots of platforms, it was really time to address the power problem.
Wait.
You think if we build up, we'll get more wind speed?
Oh my god, dude, what are you doing?
I'm testing. This is for science. Power lines do. Well,
Yeah, this is better. And there it was, the Gigabrain solution to all our power problems. For some reason, the higher your elevation is in this game makes the wind speed increase, which I have
That's
no idea
real-life
if that's
logic?
realistic or not.
Yeah, that's realistic.
But more wind speed means more power, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
But as nothing can be that simple, Now we had a new problem to face. We were beginning to run extremely low on anything that wasn't
8 to
steel
9.
plates or concrete. We needed to begin manufacturing things like iron rods and copper wire. Iron rods, for one, being something that is required in order to build pretty much everything. If we can get logistics up and running, we can split this node into also making rods. So we had a plan. I would focus on producing more items while Payson tried to min-max the wind farm. Did we... how much... oh my god, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, I almost fell in the void. Dude, this is not worth the resources right now. 81%. 12 watts.
That's 12. That's 12
like
megawatts.
double what we have.
This one.
I can go higher. Actually, not really. I can't really go higher.
You think I'll die from a fall this high?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Whee!
Have fun.
Dude's
It's a
definitely
long
dead.
fall.
I'm alive.
How the fuck, bro?
You're alive? You are alive. What the fuck?
Yep. Read it and wait, pussy. Handcrafting might be the worst thing since Hitler. At first, since we didn't have our logistics milestone complete, I just made a smelter and a constructor that I would have to manually feed. So, I don't have it attached to an ore mound yet, but I am producing rods.
You want to get logistics going next?
Yeah, logistics is probably the move with how limited our space is.
All the way up with
Yep, we are 5 over our max consumption. We then finally completed the logistics milestone, and I was able to hook up the iron rods to the actual ore mound.
there we are.
Now it's kind of just producing more of the same.
I need E70.
And just like that, we had all 4 of our base resources being automatically produced for us. Now what we had to do was streamline the process, get some more of these base materials, and prepare for more advanced parts. Oh my god, dude, we are cooking on power.
Oh yeah.
Stone, really.
I like this this splitter right here.
Hey, it's fucking efficient is what it is. I then built a second, slightly more efficient concrete producer, because having one mound was just not cutting it. So we've got 2 concrete nodes going.
Okay, theoretically, if I make 20 portable miners, you know, we get up here pretty quickly.
20?
I don't see a
Yes.
You know, that's not even that bad. For what?
For this.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, no way.
Dude, how many of those fucking things do you got?
20. That's a lot.
Dude, there's like an army. That's all I've got for today, and whew, this video took a long time to make. I know I'm a really small creator, and
I'm genuinely intrigued on what they're doing, so I'm gonna continue watching it. So you fucking uranium. Right. I'm intrigued. You will suffer and watch this. I will not watch this in my own time. Plus, supporting small creators and shit, like myself.
hello. So, before all the shenanigans begin, I really wanted to show everybody at home how to do their own satisfactory skyblock. There are only 3 essential mods that you need to get in order to play through this on your own. The Empty World Map Level mod by Andre Aquila, the Refined Power mod by Mr. Hid6, and the Buildable Resource Nodes mod by Rob. All of these mods can be pretty easily found on the Satisfactory Mod Manager, and once you have them installed, you're going to want to go down to the description where I have a link to a GitHub. In that GitHub, you can download the world save file. Now what you're going to want to do is locate your satisfactory save files. After you've located your
16,
save
page
files, you can just drag and drop this save game that you downloaded into your save file folder. Now, when you boot into Satisfactory, there should be an option to load the save game. Just like that, you should be able to play in a world that's a direct replica of the world me and Payson are playing in. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments and I'll try and get to them. I have never used GitHub before, so I hope this whole thing works. Dude, why did you touch that?
I didn't know, bro.
You see that? That little box over there? So in order to have a full playthrough, there are boxes around the map filled with every single ore in the game. Now, if you don't know anything about uranium, it's radioactive. Very, very dangerous. And Payson decided it'd be a great idea to pick up the uranium ore. So now, anytime we go near that part of the base, we get radiation. Just don't go that way. I hope you didn't have anything important on you. So after that minor setback, I put down one more limestone ore chunk in order to produce us some more concrete, and then I went to go fiddle with the power system, because mostly I was curious how it worked and I wanted to see how he had it set up.
Or not fuck up my mojo up there.
I don't even know what you got going on up here.
I'm doing a zigzag pattern.
I see. So after climbing up his giant ass hill, I put some more platforms and wind turbines down.
What the fuck did you do up there?
I made it easier. Dude, I was not gonna run all the way around the zigzag to put more down.
God damn. Do you wanna go on a walk with me?
Where?
Follow me.
I don't want to go that way. Dude, I'm not going that way.
What's wrong about this way?
So now that we had a decent amount of excess power, it was really time to get producing. The first thing I wanted to make en masse was steel plates. I cut this. Why isn't it so long? After finishing the more efficient steel plate, I went to go tear down the original steel plate manufacturing machine while Payson prepared to mass produce concrete. Then I figured while I'm waiting, I might as well just make iron rods and screws more efficiently. So, oh no. After increasing our max machines from like 8 to like 30, we began to run low on power again. So while Payson ran up the mountain to fix our power problems, I put the finishing touches on all our machines.
Shit! I'm gonna die.
Did you fall off?
Yes.
Oh dude, we're scraping that limit.
Going back up. Just check out this conveyor, masterful conveyor work.
Okay. Where is it? Oh shit! What the hell?
That's pretty good.
Dude, this is a lot of concrete. After realizing how much concrete we were producing, I stepped it up and added 2 more steel plate machines to our base. Okay, we are officially producing 80 sheets a minute.
Why do you look like that?
Oh.
Okay, now I need...
Like my Master Chief fit.
This is the worst Master Chief cosplay I've ever seen.
It's pretty good, right?
Like, get away from me.
Come here.
It's like Mr. Queef, bro. That ain't no Master Chief.
It's mac and cheese.
Speaking of mac and cheese. How do we unlock more helmets?
Probably through the man.
Keeping it in theme with upgrading production, I decided to work on copper next.
But basically the ore is, I guess it's living.
That is weird.
Yeah, and if it's in its dormant state, so I guess if it's not, it just reduces you to atoms.
Oh. Sounds friendly.
So it might genuinely just be the souls of the damned. Oh, that's not good.
Hey, so buddy, I think we need more, Now that we're finally producing things on a semi-respectable scale, it was finally time to complete the assembly milestone.
I don't care.
What are you doing?
Average eater experience.
I just wanted it talking to you.
I don't want it talking to me. I don't like it. It's like demon ore, dude. Knowing that we were going to need a lot of ore mounts for the up-and-coming assembly parts, I began building an ore farm. All it was a miner running to a storage bin so that when we needed to build ore mounds, we had the materials ready.
I'm pretty sure this is how God made the universe.
He played Skyblock.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
Rotors.
So, since Payson decided that he wanted to build rotors, I decided I'd take it upon myself to do the other two assembly parts, modular frames and reinforced plates. In order to start manufacturing these more complex parts, we were going to have to go big. These next few factories would be bigger than the entire plot of land we had built so far, not including that crazy-ass windmill farm. There is an upside. Looking at these recipes side by side, you can see that modular frames require 2 reinforced steel plates per minute, while the reinforced steel plate recipe provides 5 per minute. Therefore, if I play my cards right, I should be able to do these both in the exact same factory in a more compact space. Time for an epic factory montage.
I don't think I'm going to be putting the first instruction together.
Once I was very nearly done with my factory, Payson brought me a present. Oh, I'm a freestyle on this beat. Santa Claus!
Shield person sits in the
I gotta lock in, I gotta lock in.
What is...
Santa Claus, let's go.
Hold on, bro. I'm cooking up. Less importantly, we finished the space elevator, so here's that. Dude, I've got like a
instead of it sitting on
a theatric view.
Just this thing sits on there.
They changed it a little bit. You see, like up in the sky, it has like a ring around it now.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I can't really see into the sky. We have a giant platform blocking it.
Very true.
To put the finishing touches on this factory, I put some walls up just so that it wasn't a floating platform.
Just like making a little box over it.
Yeah, just putting walls down. We accomplished a lot in this little sitting. We went from 2 hooligans in the middle of nowhere to 2 slightly productive hooligans in the middle of nowhere. There's just a few things I need to say before I end this video out. First off, thank you to everyone who watched the last video. I jumped from having 23 subscribers that morning to now sitting at over 155. I know to a lot of people that doesn't seem like a big number, but just thinking about 155 people in a room kind of baffles me. Thank you to my beautiful girlfriend who has been sitting in this. Produce us some more into your save file folder. Now, when you please go check out his stuff and subscribe to him. Baffles me. Thank you to my beautiful girlfriend who has been sitting in this room listening to me edit for hours now and is by far my #1 supporter. Thank you to Payson for doing this whole idea with me. I really don't think these videos would be as fun if it weren't for him. His channel is going to be linked in the description, so please go check out his stuff and subscribe to him. Holy shit. Beat drop.
Hey, these Not bad.
And I know these bitches won't go, 'cause Santa Claus comes in the snow.
Can't get this now. What the hell?
Merry fuck.
Merry fuck. I seriously can't get this out. I like just skipped steps and got it.
Hello. Alright, so I gotta address it. At the time of editing this segment of the video, I am at over 700 subscribers. That is insane. Only like 4 days ago, I was sitting at maybe like 23. The amount of growth we've had these past few days has been mind-boggling. Like, dude, look at this graph. That's over 1000% growth in every category. I know I've been saying it a lot recently, but I am so grateful for everything. And if this is your first time seeing me, I'm trying to be really unique and kind of stand out in a giant gaming YouTube niche. So if you enjoy this kind of thing, any kind of interaction like liking, commenting, subscribing, literally anything helps a lot. Dumbass elevator. So, as you can see, after me and Payson both finished our advanced part factories, we completed the first linear motion milestone. Linear motion is pretty much just a mod that adds elevators to the game.
Why?
And I don't really know why elevators aren't already a thing in the game, but, you know, now we have them, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Why are you covering my beautiful elevator?
I'm giving it an elevator shaft.
You can suck my shaft, bro.
No! No! No!
You died.
Oh, I was trying to get on it, and it got there, and you immediately called it back.
Okay, well,
After that little incident, I went to go buy some things from the awesome shop and argue with Payson.
It doesn't make a difference on what it is.
Yeah, it does. The rarer the material, the more tickets you get.
No, it doesn't.
Shut up. Yes, it does.
You can believe that if you want.
I will believe that. Thank you very much. Can I
Oh,
delete
there's
these
actual
ugly
gun
ass stairs now?
handles as well. I can't just try
No,
to
it's a hallmark of our past, bro.
They are ugly as fuck.
It's Mount Fuckass. You can't get rid of Mount Fuckass.
Well, Mount Fuckass is still there, just not the path up to it. I then started changing all the ugly ass base walls to the more palatable concrete ones. And while I was doing that, Payson had a very nice gift for me.
Where you at?
I'm over by that big elevator.
You come over here.
What is that?
The factory car.
What the fuck?
Hop in the whip.
How'd you get these?
It's from the awesome show. What the fuck? Upper cars.
Can I hit you?
No, I'm okay.
Is this in the
Oh,
front or the back?
pussy boy.
Did you hit me? Oh, hell yeah. I could get around so much faster.
Dude, there's a handbrake. Hold spacebar.
Oh my god, hell yeah.
Build a racetrack
What's
for
on
our
the
little
side?
box cars.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. What's in here?
Oh,
You're coming with me now.
so somehow
just-
Payson learned that when you're in these like weird little cart things, you don't take any radiation damage. So obviously what we did next was try and move the radiation farther. Oh shit!
Oh shit, I had my stuff.
No! No!
What happened?
I dropped my cart off the edge. Dude, my crate's gone.
Oh,
Your crate's gone?
Hold on, is that my cart down there? I think I see it. On Operation Save My Cart. I then proceeded to spend the next 45 minutes trying to save my cart. Okay, I think my cart's just falling.
I feel like our base is very chaotic.
I don't know why, but something about him saying this just like triggered something in my brain. I had to organize and make the base look good now. Okay, so I'm just gonna make like a road with.
I think if I drink enough coffee, I'll shit myself.
No,
What?
hopefully not. Don't look at me while you do it. While you try to shit yourself. Alright, anyway, while Payson does that, here's my plan. I pretty much just put this giant platform
Why is
down,
it
and I'm gonna
not
divide it with a
off-centered?
road and have rods and screws
Is
in a
what?
factory on one side, and
That's
have
like,
iron
oh.
plates and concrete in a factory on the other side. I tried to convince Billy I was smoking weed last night.
Why?
I don't know, it sounded fun. Dude, he did not fall for that shit.
I just tell you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was like, Billy, I'm geeking, bro. I'm off of it. He's like, no, you're not, bro.
You tell him exactly like that.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly being serious.
It would have been really funny if you fell for that.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Bro, I'm tweaking right now, trust me.
On gang? Yes, Billy. While I was just minding my business, starting to build my
Okay.
factory, Payson built a gun so he could shoot me.
I have a gun.
Ow, fuck.
Did I kill you?
Anyways, gun.
Wait, what?
It goes inwards.
You can
Alright,
make me
I
one
found
of those.
Supposedly.
I found the new thing
Oh,
that
it
we
was
can
already
play around with.
Okay, it goes inwards. This folds
Dude,
back.
stop it.
This folds up.
Did it hurt real bad?
And this also
Did
folds
like a
up.
heart of
And it
damage.
sits
Alright, time to start going over the actual factory layout.
up.
I started by putting the miners on the top floor, and I did this for
So
two
by this
reasons.
point.
One, I wanted this factory to be more organized, and two, I think more vertical factories look really nice. I then went downstairs and put another layer of roof on it to cover up these weird, like, ball things that stick out. Payson calls them ball sacks, but I'm a little more mature than that. I then put down all the smelters and constructors and hooked them up.
Fucking hell, that's tall.
And just like that, the iron portion of the factory is now complete. I pretty much just copied the exact same design and pasted it over for concrete, but without the smelters, because you don't need smelters for concrete. So this is what it looked like after all the machines were in, but not power and any of the finishing
Like, you
touches
could
just
have
yet.
Sit like this and go
Oh shit!
pew 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 pew
Does it
pew
do
kind of
anything?
deal.
No.
No.
Dude, you have
Give
one.
me-
Dude, like that glass must be crazy strong.
Can you shoot me on the side?
Oh, that doesn't bend like that. Okay. Well,
It's in your head.
I didn't take no damage from that.
he's gonna be haunted again. He's not
I'm
gonna...
indestructible.
Okay. Shield, I need 8,
I walk
29,
off like a
and
boss.
19.
After I finally got her powered, she was definitely a lot more organized, but didn't look great.
Nice.
It's a little compact.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
I wish I had made it a little bigger so I could put a path down the middle, but you know. Really now.
Owie.
And E19.
Hit.
Dude, these rebar guns shoot slow as hell. Really gotta lead your shots.
Fuck.
Valorant, bitch. Oh shit!
Hey, suck my dick, bitch boy.
19's gone.
It was then starting to really bother me how compact my new factory was, so I spread it out a little bit.
Oh, this is fucking F.
I was just delivered a grilled cheese.
Can I get a grilled cheese?
No.
Man. I'm just gonna come over there and demand one.
They'd probably give you one.
Advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Does this bitch ever shut up, dude?
Typical woman.
Research completed.
Damn, I cleared up a lot of space. Holy shit, dude, what are you building?
I wanted some space. The funny thing is that there's gonna be like 3 machines in there.
Why?
We needed a big building.
No, we don't. All right, now it was time to work on the rod and screw factory, and I learned my lesson from the first one. Plan out your bottom floor before you plan out your top floor. I decided to put rods on the left and screws on the right. That's if you're looking into the factory. Miners are going on the top floor again because I kind of like the way it compacted the factory, but this time smelters are going up there with them because there was not enough room on the bottom floor. And this is how she looked when power was all hooked up. Nothing spectacular, but it's a lot better than what it used to be.
Can we make power slugs?
Oh, I see. We can't overclock if we don't have power slugs.
Yes.
Well, shit. This was not a thing I foresaw being a problem.
We can either deal with it or cheat it in. It's up to you.
I don't know. What do you want?
Probably just deal with it.
There were a lot of things I forgot to include in our little starter pack, and Power Slugs is a big hit to our productivity. But instead of cheating, we decided that it'd just be best if we power through. Looking around our base and realizing it's all one flat color really made me want to get glass, so that's what I did.
This is the most basic ass sushi belt ever, but you know.
It's because you're a basic ass bitch.
Have you seen one?
No. I can't imagine a lot of people have seen a sushi belt.
Like, whatever, alright, whatever.
God damn, dude. Making me sound like an idiot out here.
Because you kinda are.
You asshole. While I was waiting for our new silica machine to produce so I can put glass everywhere, Payson was planning out how he was going to format the steel production. So obviously I went over there and completely disturbed all his work.
There's gonna be more. I'm just using this to restart it. Fair enough.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
We're gonna have. Could you fuck off?
Go down. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Appreciated. I don't think I even have it equipped.
What's your plan? 1, 2, 3. How are you gonna? Hey, fuck you, white boy. After feeding Payson his iron for the day, I went to go unlock Blade Runners, which make you run faster, jump higher, and take less fall damage. Bam. After that, I went to go begin my glass campaign, where I just put glass everywhere. Oh, that is over. Did you just change our factory color?
No.
You did too.
I might have. I'm just a girl.
Okay. That's just not correct.
Hold on, can we hold this?
I need a ceiling. It's very important. Do you have concrete?
A limited amount that you probably shouldn't be able to get your hands on.
I just need a little bit. It's concrete.
Dude, the concrete's down here. Where the fuck are you going?
I don't know where the concrete is.
Right here.
Where's it right here?
Dude, that box right there. What are you doing?
This box?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this isn't enough. I need like 1,500.
Then somebody wanted to waste all our concrete on useless ass giant buildings. I had to expand the concrete factory.
It's literally better.
I fell off the map. So all I really had to do here was just copy over the first concrete design that I had, and then we'd have double the concrete. All it is just 2 miners hooked up to 4 constructors, so it was a pretty easy design to duplicate. The difficult part was making it look good.
I hate that these don't stay out. They keep pushing them back
It's the best time of the year.
It's done.
Say hello to friends you know.
Pretty neat.
Have
a lot of time. Nothing much on the back. There are.
Logistics 3. That's expensive as fuck, dude.
But apparently I can
What is it?
transform. So
It's 200 steel beams, 200
try and do
iron pipes,
that.
and 400 reinforced plates.
Damn! After finishing the factory, I wanted to make it look really nice, so I tried to style an entrance.
how do you do this?
I'm a master craftsmanship.
Oh, you dick.
Slid off. Oh.
We should make like an FPS map.
Actually, I'm gonna take these
I have
crystal hands out.
so much footage of us getting distracted and just shooting at each other. We might be the least productive people of all time.
That'd be dope as fuck, actually.
Don't we get like a rifle?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
You fucking asshole.
This pops up a bit.
Oh, shit.
These up. Together.
After a series of cowboy duels with Payson, I then went to go build roads all along the compound. I then decided we needed a hint of color in our base, so I added these weird blue lines everywhere. Very rare feeling to want to make things look good for me.
This pops up.
Yeah. Just tired of looking at concrete.
Yes, dude. I'm like going nuts. It's just pale everywhere I look.
So
after that, I kind of just went around the base, decorating, adding little trimmings to things, just making things generally look better.
The head goes down.
I then decided I
one's
should probably
sticking
be
out.
more productive and actually move the copper, because this whole time the copper's just been where we put it originally, and it was ugly.
What's happening here?
Alright, what you're looking at right now is a top-down view of our entire compound. Right here's the iron rod factory, right here's the glass factory, and up here is the iron plate and concrete factory. My plan was to put the copper factory on the right
This
over
is up.
here.
It is down all the way.
This time I put the miners on the first floor instead of the second, because I think I have an idea to make it look good. I placed a normal and an impure, because that's all the copper you should need to get a fully functioning and fully efficient copper plant. I then put the smelters against the back wall of the factory facing the entrance.
Okay, I need translate this.
Leave me alone, man. Once the smelters were in, I was pretty much able to stack constructors in front of them, and she's done. So before I ended the video, I kind of wanted to give everybody a tour of every factory we built in this video. So this is the iron plate and concrete factory. This is where the concrete is running to. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. This is where iron plates are running. It's actually completely full at the moment. And if we go upstairs, these are our miners. So these 4 are concrete, and then these 2 are iron plates.
Push chest in.
Concrete constructors. And then over here are the iron plate constructors.
Yes, no, maybe.
I think this one probably looks the best out of any of the factories I've built so far, at least that you've seen.
The chest in.
Trying to avoid spoilers. Let's see. This is the iron rod factory. It is also completely filled up because I'm a master at satisfactory. Miners and smelters.
Down, isn't it? Oh, okay.
Then here's what it looks like on the outside. Not as pretty, but, you know, not ugly, I guess. Don't look over there. Alright, the copper factory. This is the last one we made in the video. I think this one looks pretty good. I mean, we don't have an access point to any of the machines back there, but all it is just smelters and constructors, so it's not that important. I really liked how I made these miners turn out, how they're like in the corners and you can kind of see them isolated, and then they wrap around the back and hit every single smelter. Almost full up here too.
As far as that goes.
I've been having a lot of fun making these Satisfactory videos, and apparently you guys really enjoy them too. There's pretty much always someone in the Discord server showing off their worlds. Also, if you want to show off your own Satisfactory Skyblock world, my Discord server is pretty much the only place in the world to talk about it right now. It's just so mind-blowing to think of how much support I've received in the past week. I've gotten so many nice comments, and so many helpful and constructive ones too. I'm so grateful that people find my content enjoyable.
Slide the rear
If you like
amounts.
this video and want to see more Satisfactory Skyblock, you know what to do. Please.
Just slide it. What do you mean? Does it move? Oh, it does. Okay. It's going up. What's this say? Please keep the rear mount figure in position. Okay. Next bit says pull up your legs while adding your arms and move them. What direction is this facing?
Hello! So it's definitely been a second since you've seen me, but I do have an explanation. I got really sick. That's besides the point, though. We are so back.
Okay.
Okay, production, assembly. What do smart plates need? Jumping right into it with a smart plating factory. My goal was to make an abundance of smart plates, like more smart plates than a human being would realistically ever need. I started with a rough estimate of how large I wanted my factory to be. I'm definitely going to need more space than this in the future, but future me can worry about
There's like
that.
no
While measuring out how
area I
much
can
space I
grab
needed
onto.
for machines, I jumped off the map. Oh, fuck. I jumped off.
At least as many as I could get.
After getting back, I did the exact same thing. Don't jump off the map again, fuck! I went to go grab my
Like,
stuff
actually,
and jump
I
off.
don't have any
I then
movements.
placed the miner and smelters in the corner as me and Payson's collective AI girlfriend began to lose her marbles.
Matter in mind and melody.
It is geeking, bro. So, the ingredients for smart plates are reinforced iron plates and rotors. But rotors and reinforced plates both require heaps of screws in order to be manufactured.
How did
We
you
are
just
going to
come
need
off?
a lot of screws.
Okay, I see this bit. Like this?
Dude, this is gonna be a power muncher, bro. You are not ready.
Oh, holy shit.
What? Oh.
Fuck.
I then expanded the factory again to make room for the other things that I'd need to produce. I know I could probably cram all this into a way smaller factory, but I care about the way things look. I put down 4 more smelters and began putting down constructors for iron rods and iron plates. All this jumping around you see me doing is me just trying to do mental math. For some reason, I refuse to use a calculator when I play this game.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Four both arms. Huh?
Then what I did was alright, we gotta change the music. Cause Santa absolutely not. Yeah, this works. As I was saying, I then moved downstairs to put down the actual screw constructors. Upstairs, all it was rods for the screws. My original plan was to keep it all upstairs, but I was really beginning to run low on space and had all this space downstairs. Now that everything is put to place, the only thing left to do is hook up the assemblers. Alright, you know what frickin' time it is. It's factory tour time. She does work. There's actually quite a bit of BS in my inventory. I don't know why that's all in there. Let's start with upstairs.
Yeah, this is right.
Shout out to whoever said, you know, arrow keys for elevators. That's actually really helpful. I've been using it a lot. Okay, so we got our line of smelters in the back. 2 miners hooked up is all they need. And then over here is all the rods for all the screws downstairs. The screws are actually being made downstairs. If you can't tell, I have not scripted this part of the video. We're just going balls to the walls. We got plates and then more rods right here for rotors. Plates are for reinforced plates, duh. Idiot. Alright, downstairs is a lot less pretty than upstairs. Back here are the screws. It's a spaghetti disaster of conveyor belts. And then once we go past the screws, you can see the actual assemblers creating reinforced plates and rotors. It's not perfectly efficient, but we do have 2 machines running at semi-efficient rates. It works. It definitely works, so... Who the hell are you to judge me? Factory tour over. What's our next milestone? Expanded power infrastructure. Power tower platform. Interesting. Oh, do we have encased beams?
No.
I have no idea what this guy's been doing while I have been slaving away for our factory. He was supposed to be working on everything that included steel, but I guess he's just been kind of dicking around for the last, like, 4 hours? I don't know. Fuck-ass mountain is so fucking ugly.
Hey, it's beautiful.
It's like... Oh, dude. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. No, I can't even say that with a straight face. It's ugly. It's so ugly. I then decided I wanted to go start a bigger, better rotor factory because Payson's rotor factory sucks. Wait a minute. I'm beginning to see a trend here. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation on the shit Payson does instead of being productive. Stupid uranium bullshit. Look at this guy. He loves it. He does nothing but worship it and kiss it and touch it. Shoots me like an asshole. I know this is a little incriminating because this is just evidence of him being shot, but I couldn't find any screenshots of him shooting me. Waste our materials. This is like this is the one he actually does. Look at this big ass building. Look at how guilty he looks, and he doesn't even care. Just wastes our bullshit and then makes me go do everything.
Because this bit...
If you enjoyed this PowerPoint presentation, you owe me $1,700,000. Since we didn't have any encased steel beams being produced, I put down one machine so that it can produce me some to have in my pocket. But you know what this guy does? He sabotages me again.
Where's that ugly ass machine, bitch?
No, you fucking asshole. You just deleted a bunch of your shit, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It was unaligned and I couldn't let that shit go.
That's all.
You fucking asshole. I know it's a shorter upload, but if you've noticed throughout the video, my voice quality has been drastically different. That's because throughout the process of making this video, I have been really sick. But I've also really wanted to make a YouTube video, so this is my compromise. When recording this dialogue that you're hearing right now, I am really starting to feel better, which means more videos are on the way, baby.
Okay, the shield is deformed 12. You can install it. It can be installed even with the grenade launcher attached. What the fuck's a grenade launcher?
Hello. All right, we gotta hear it. Look at these numbers, man. It's crazy to think that only a few weeks ago, I only had 23 subscribers. And to be honest, I thought that was a lot of progress, but damn! The amount of positive comments and support I've been receiving recently has just been insane. Like, I know I've said that in other videos, but I am almost eligible for YouTube monetization. When I started YouTube, I didn't think anything like that would even be possible. It was like a pipe dream almost. But now I'm here and I'm just so happy about it. I know it sounds corny and everything like that, but it's insane to me. I feel like being a YouTuber is every kid's dream. It was definitely my dream when I was a kid. So if you're seeing this and you're not subscribed, help little me's dreams come true. Just look at him. He's adorable. You want to help him. Here, I'll even play the little fancy animation for you. Look, look. Yeah, I know you like that. Come on, just hit the goddamn button already. I'm gonna cream. Anyway, if you didn't tune into the last video, all you gotta know is that Jason's pretty much the worst. Right now what I'm doing is I'm redesigning the old rotor factory because we were just constantly in need of rotors. So I wanted to make a nice, juicy, big one. Do not take that clip out of context. Okay, so...
I'm gonna shoot at this.
Okay, Betty, chill. What is going on? Why am I geeking so hard? I would also like to take a moment to admit that yes, I have seen the comments. As of recording this, I actually do use the straight conveyor belt tool a lot, but as for a calculator, I'm still just too stubborn to use it. Unfortunately, this footage is from a while ago, so you're not going to see me actually use those tools for a little bit. To be honest, rotors are super easy to produce. All it calls for are rods and screws. Although it needed a lot of rods and screws, I don't know if a whole factory building montage is really necessary. You know it is necessary though. Unscripted factory tour time! Alright, so over here,
like it's
where it begins with the miner, it's kind of encased behind all this glass, and it's almost like a display for the whole conveyor belt. I actually really enjoy that aesthetic.
No, it's not that small.
Ignore all this for now, ignore all this for now. It runs all the way through the back of the factory and hits our smelters. This is every single smelter we need for this factory. This line, these two smelters, run to these 4 constructors, which produce all the rods we need. Then the other 4 constructors power this behemoth. So these are rods for the screws. And then the screws all feed into the rotors. And it should be perfectly efficient. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's definitely more than efficient.
Yeah, it goes there. No,
Yeah,
fucking
I know.
doesn't.
It all runs out here into the storage box. I actually really enjoy this factory layout. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing, and I like how I put the screws and rods on their own little pedestals. Kind of segmented it out enough. It's a little clustered, like it's not as organized as my other factories, but I do think it looks cool. You know, my opinion's the only one that matters. Also, during this time, I recorded an hour and a half where I just completely forgot to record my audio. So, enjoy a little bit of Payson schizophrenically talking to himself.
You know the cars like actually kill the creatures now? Yeah. They fucking annihilate them.
Where is that?
Need a
That's
carbon
that.
dish, takes copper and carbon powder. The wind farms. No, they're beautiful. Mark my words, I will make that a mountain one day. It shall be a mark of our fuck ass.
I tried to make his giant ass ugly building look better, and guys, everything just sounds so much funnier when it's just him talking.
Theoretically, what as you stare at my building? You don't fucking do that shit to my building. That looks fucking terrible. What the fuck is that?
What Payson was doing was working on automating the ingredients for solar panels, and while he did that, I tried messing with another one of the mods we have. Dye More Glass by Darkplate. Now, I don't know if I was just doing it wrong or I didn't understand how the color schemes worked, but I just could not get it to look good. Yeah, that looks like shit. Not getting any better.
Oh, that was close.
Wait a minute. I have received a gift.
Gay as shit. Or fuck ass.
Jason wanted me to start using this picture to represent him, since that's what he's going to be using to represent himself in his own videos from now on. Pretty cool. Very handsome. I was desperately looking for ways to make the base look better, so I tried out this other decoration mod, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. Like, the stuff looks cool, it's just not really satisfactory. After that, and continuing my streak of procrastination, I decided I wanted to test out a tractor
thing
because...
that flicks up.
Why
it's
not?
Not obvious, and it doesn't say any
Probably, bro.
instructions.
I would fuck the computer.
I checked my recording settings and realized I hadn't been recording audio, and then fixed it, but Payson did an audio check too.
Hello.
Oh, harmonizing up in this bitch. I've cut out so much. Like, we have just hours where we don't really say much and just work on stuff.
Yeah.
Or we have hours of just us dicking around and accomplishing nothing.
Uh-oh.
What?
My game is frozen. It crashed. God damn it.
Did you update your mods before loading in?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, you're geeked. You're like in an infinite sliding animation.
That is when I crashed. Dude, that's such a big area we can't go into.
What?
I've, like, sectioned off where the radiation is.
Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to fucking...
It wasn't me. You have no proof. God damn it, bro. Oh my god. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
Shut the fuck up. Don't touch me.
I want to touch you. You can stop beating my ass now. Got his ass. Fucking belly.
Alright, we're not fucking starting this shit again, dude. I had to edit out like 2 full hours of us just shooting at each other. Stop it! Stop it! No!
Alright.
The fuck was that?
I tried predicting it, it didn't work.
Ooh, that would have been a nut shot.
Let's taste.
Oh!
Anyway.
I then decided to put a shell around this random pipe factory that we had laying around. My only strategy for making things look better is just spam glass. That's like all I can do too, it's so sad. I tried again to make the dyed glass work, but I just don't understand it, man. Okay.
What was I doing?
Probably something unproductive.
Alright, I'm making this power. You know, the life source of our fucking factory. Forgot about that little thing.
There's a mod that adds like anti-radiation tools, like a Geiger counter and like stuff like that.
Why would we need that?
Like a radiation suit? I don't know. What are you doing right now?
I'm getting more power. Oh fucking hello.
Yo, I thought we were completely alone in this call.
You are.
It's the ghost of Billy.
I joined.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I forgot that Discord doesn't make any noise when you're recording.
It makes noise for
For
me.
the people watching and fuck you guys.
I'm putting it on the video.
Thank you guys for.
I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it off right there.
Out.
Well, you can't just tell my audience to go fuck themselves.
I very much can. And I very much did.
What Billy says goes.
Mm-hmm. Good boy.
Okay.
Alright, never mind. Boom! I'm goated. Goated with the sauce. Please tell me I'm goated.
Bust down, white boy. Go with the sauce.
Yes, sir. Hey, Jaden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a fuck ton of concrete.
Dude, we got concrete. Even.
I sure hope you got concrete, because when I'm worried when when you heard me say fuck ton, you heard like a lot of concrete. I'm gonna need a metric shit ton of concrete.
Oh, he doubled down on that shit ton.
I'm just gonna have to put in the video. Oh yeah, Billy's in the call too.
I might have Asperger's.
Asperger's.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know. I don't think it's like butt sandwich, dude. I think it's like ASBERGER.
Whatever
Asperger's.
scientist came up with that is a goofy goober.
Fuck.
You know.
God damn it!
You're going in the radiation.
No, not the radiation.
Fuck.
You see this up here? This is our goal. We have to produce this amount of these 3 objects in order to advance to the next tier to get the next milestones. Now, while Payson worked on getting us more power, I decided I would manufacture the rest of the items that we needed. We are already manufacturing a decent amount of smart plates. Next on the docket is Versatile Framework. I worked backwards as per usual, setting up the final assemblers and connecting them to each other before building anything else. The Versatile Framework recipe looks like this, which further breaks down into this. So it's a little complicated. And I picked probably the smallest area to try and fit this factory into, but it was too late. I was already committed. So on the second floor, I put down the constructors that would make the necessary rods and plates that I would need.
Alright, I'm about to build a monolith.
Yeah.
I've decided.
Monolith to whom?
To power.
What? What is with you and like religion and dark fantasy recently? I had to borrow some room downstairs to actually finish the rods and plates off, but you know, sacrifices must be made. And on the third floor, I put down the necessary components to produce steel beams.
A lot of my coworkers don't fuck with white girl music, and I don't know if I should be friends with them anymore.
No, that's like a sin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't fuck with micro music, I don't fuck with you. Also, this was around the time I actually started using the straight build mode for conveyor belts, and oh my god, it's so much better. Thank you to all the people that commented that.
I hope shadows don't affect solar panels.
Oh, like you can't put a roof on it?
Yeah.
I'm willing to
What
bet
the
they
fuck? Come on.
That's
It's
what's
in
okay.
there. It's like it
I'm more
literally
worried about
goes
my
in.
fuck ass, to be honest.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, you already know what time it is. Come on now. Factory tour time. Okay, so it's really ugly right now because I'm trying to like merge it with this pipe factory we have over here. And in like due time, I want to put the third component like in this little section, but I just haven't found a good way to like merge them all together. This is definitely the most vertical factory I've ever tried to build. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. I thought it, since it's so compact, it would look so much worse. There's a little bit of a conveyor mess back there, but we'll start at the top floor.
Okay.
Oh my god, turn the music off. Oh, I turned the music off. Music off. Okay. So this is the steel floor. Really simple. Steel is pretty easy. Coal and iron leading into, I don't even know what they're called, foundries? Yeah. And then those produce steel ingots that lead into steel beams. And then the steel beams go all the way downstairs. Why is the elevator like this? I swear to god I did not put my elevator like this. Payson must have messed with it. I'm just gonna blame everything on Payson. Here's the iron floor. So we probably did have enough room up here to put everything we needed, but I want there to be some walking space. Especially on these top floors. 3 smelters into 2 constructors that produce rods that head downstairs. Alright, here's the business floor. Alright, it's a mess, dude. We got steel coming, or iron coming down to iron plate manufacturers. Alright, these are kind of cool. So, in order to, like, combat us not having any power slugs, we downloaded the MK Plus mod, which adds some wacky things, like the Assembler Mark II, where it automatically comes a little boosted compared to the original, almost like if it were a minor Mark II in the base game. And then this is leading into 1 reinforced plate and 1 modular frame. All that... Oh. 2 modular frames? I guess. All that for 2 goddamn versatile framework. 5... Why do I not script these segments? How many we got? How we doing?
Okay.
Honestly, it's not that bad. Oh, spoilers. I then decided I wanted to tear down the old factory. They worked, but they weren't efficient and they were really ugly. Yeah, alright, you know what? I'll just tear it all down and then I'm gonna redo the modular frame.
Seems like a lot of unnecessary work.
Yeah, well, I have a dream, okay? I don't appreciate how all your fucking miners are sticking through the wall.
What do you mean?
Over in this big-ass steel factory, all these miners are sticking through the wall.
Maybe you shouldn't have built next to me. I don't know.
Asshole, you built next to me!
The fuck are you talking about?
The rotor factory and stuff.
Oh, just tear down the rotor factory. I'm gonna piss my yours.
Yeah. That diss track's coming soon, you just wait.
Fuck the Jort Pisser.
Jort Pisser is crazy.
This is starting to look like an evil layer.
Dude, our whole compound looks like a villainous area.
Because it's just concrete.
There's just no color anywhere.
This is what LA looks like.
This is what like downtown Chicago looks like.
Why'd you offset the roads?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Mainly because I'm incompetent. Dude, she's gone. She's dead and she's gone.
I think it was just pulling it
No
out.
more
here.
old rotor factory.
Yeah, the
Now,
old
it
rotor
wants
factory was a piece of
to-
shit.
Probably like the laziest put together factory we had on the compound.
Dude, literally, I did the bare minimum.
That's gonna be our new power plant.
That's actually just gonna be the manufacturing building.
That's crazy.
Why do they keep
Look at this
falling
shit. Look at these. Look at these sticking out the wall.
Yeah.
What's this about?
I'm kind of cool like that.
What the fuck, dude?
Maybe I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm your
That'd be
other
rough.
half.
You're just like my schizo friend.
All these years, people just think you are like fucking nuts.
I'm just convinced that I made up my own best friend because nobody liked me. That factory you're working on actually looks really cool.
It's super unnecessary, like normal.
Are you ever gonna decorate this giant fuck-ass box?
Eventually.
Why
when I
did
feel
it
like
just
it.
bounce
It's so
off?
ugly.
You're ugly, bro.
Alright, kill yourself.
What's what?
Oh, this is the rebar ammo factory.
Okay,
Or,
goes
I
under
guess you can't really
there.
call it a factory. It's more like a...
It's just machines sitting outside.
These Satisfactory Skyblock videos take a long time to make. But to be honest, we're starting to catch up to where me and Payson really are. I only have a few more hours of footage to edit and then we'll be all caught up, which is a little scary. With both me and Payson
How?
having jobs,
Did it just
it's a little
pop
hard to
off?
find time to record. But to be honest, the way things are going on YouTube, I might be able to start making money here soon, which is insane, by the way. If you'd like to support me, liking, subscribing, and commenting is more than enough. But I'd also like to announce that I have a Patreon now. Now, if you don't have the funds, do not feel obliged to spend money on me. I have my own job, and I am more than willing to make my own money. But I'm not gonna lie, being able to move away from manual labor into content creation sounds incredible. Like I said, being a YouTuber has been my dream since I was a kid. The link to the Patreon will be in the description. Now again, do not feel obligated to spend money on me, but there will be exclusive perks. Now, I've been brainstorming anything from early uploads to shoutouts in videos to even a special Discord role. And speaking of Discord, if you'd like to suggest things to give the Patreon supporters, I think I'm going to be asking you guys what you want. The link to the Discord will also be in the description.
Oh, fuck off. Stay on. Mate, come on.
Duke
Like,
Dennis.
this shit has no reason to move, yet it's moving.
Duke Dennis, yeah. No, you've got to be a different blue. Modification station, hell yeah. Leave me alone! Hello. It's been a second since I've made a Subnautica video, and there is definitely a good reason for that. It's because this game still scares the shit out of me. As a surprise to absolutely no one, I am not great in scary situations. Also, I wanted to say something really quick about my Discord server. I mainly made it to let people show off their own Satisfactory Skyblock worlds, but to be honest, having a hub for my really tiny community to chat would be really cool. Also, side note, 500 subscribers in like 3 days is insane. Thank you so much. All of this support means the world to me. So if you enjoy seeing my low resolution ass on your For You page, liking and commenting helps more than you can imagine.
Yeah, come up. I can guarantee you what the next thing's gonna be. See, connect them
I
together.
loaded in and immediately saw him. He was like right above me too. Oh boy, I'm not ready. Alright. First things first, we
That's
need to
not-
go to the Cyclops. I need the
This thing-
CMOF depth module.
It's more fragile
Look
than
at
a
her.
dragon that I built.
God, that yellow is ugly. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh, dude, it feels good. I've never actually taken the Cyclops to the Aurora. I always did the Aurora before I unlocked the Cyclops. This is gonna be interesting. I honestly don't even know if she'll fit. I'm gonna be a lot less scared of Reaper Leviathans, though, that's for sure. Once we do what we're doing at the Aurora, I do want to go check out under the island and go figure out what the hell was yelling at me when I was over there. Whoa! Oh my god, I forgot about him. You think he attacks the Cyclops? Oh, we're about to find out.
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh my god. Hold
That
on.
reminds me, I haven't heard much about the plague. Must be working on it more.
It really looked like he was coming for us. Oh shit, what is he doing? Oh, this is cool. This is actually really cool. I feel so much more safe in the Cyclops. This is unbelievable.
What am I looking at right now? What is
this? I really don't know if this is a good idea, because I'm going to have to park the Cyclops outside while I go in to scan a bunch of bullshit. So that might mean...
What? That's the leg.
Whatever Reaper's outside will tussle with it. I'm very uneasy right now. God, just looking into this water is what scares me. Knowing there's a Reaper out there scares me too. Holy shit! That fucking scared me. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's like eating my ass. Oh, this was not a good idea. Oh no, he really is like eating my ass.
What?
Oh, this is not good. When I get out, I'm gonna get fucking duty on.
Engine powering down.
Is he gonna leave me alone? Is he dealing any damage? How do I tell? He's fucking lifting me out of the ground! Leave me alone, you giant asshole! Oh my god, dude. This is not what I pictured when I thought about bringing this here.
The back arched? The back is arched.
Oh, dude, I've fucked up. Now what am I supposed to do? Now he's stuck in here.
What? How did this just come up?
Please leave. I don't feel like dying and having to swim back. Oh my god. It was behind the Aurora. Dude, I like brought him in here with me. He doesn't seem to be interested in the Cyclops anymore. Good. Yes, go that way. No! Oh, you big asshole. I had found myself in quite the pickle. At this point, I had three options. Either retreat in the Cyclops, wait him out, or just try and book it to dry land. Just take a wild guess which one I picked. I'm being camped by a Reaper. Just go away!
Engine powering up.
Oh, that's probably not good for me. You gonna hear me now?
These arms are like sticking too far out, but they can't go any further in.
Oh, god damn it. Leave me alone, you big bitch.
Warning, creature attack. Engine powering down.
Is he stuck back there? Oh god, dude. What the fuck is he doing? He's still over there doing like somersaults or something, I don't know. Backflips. Don't fucking touch me. Goodbye.
Warning, ship's structural integrity is low. Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration is conducted.
Oh my
at
god,
your own
did I bring a
risk.
laser cutter? Dude, I might be the worst Subnautica player of all time. Hell yeah.
It's a good demo.
Yikes.
Does this
I
not go
forgot the
down?
laser cutter.
Does everything fucking falls off?
Sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications. Containment breach repaired. Drive core breach signal. Radiation levels decreasing.
Really hope that's not the door you have to go through to get the prawn suit, but I think it is. I gotta run over to the goddamn Cyclops in the dark with the fucking Reaper around.
Welcome aboard.
My butthole has never been clenched so hard. If I turn this shit back on and he starts pumping me again like he did, I'm gonna be so angry. Oh, I hear him. Okay, time to go.
Engine powering down.
Alright, so I feel like we learned 2 very valuable lessons on that little journey.
100 meters.
One, under no circumstances should you take the Cyclops to the
Aha.
crash zone. Very
Okay,
bad idea.
That should say like that now.
2, Reapers will not attack a powered down Cyclops, which is pretty sick. Alright, so I could make a laser cutter and go back to the Aurora, but you know what? It's a long drive, so instead we're gonna take a really long drive in the other direction and go check out what the hell is under the island. Oh boy, there's nothing I love more than dark, murky water. Holy shit, what is that? What the hell are you? You're the thing!
No, that thing's not
You're the
that
thing.
bad.
Oh, don't come attack me. I'm just an innocent little Cyclops. You're the thing! Oh my god. Okay,
Let's
so what we're gonna do,
just- I put this like straight.
we're gonna save our game. We're gonna go scan him. 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 Holy shit, no we're not. I'm so terrified. Holy shit. Oh, he sounds terrifying. Where'd he go?
Has the foot been turned around? It has.
Hey, he is right under me.
Yeah, the foot's turned around.
What the fuck is he doing? Oh my god, this music is crazy though. Oh my god. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No sane person would do this. Absolutely no sane person would do this.
Right?
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly
Where you at?
decreased.
Come here, you big bitch.
Short range.
I'm not scared. 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 I'm not scared.
Remains beneath this area.
Come on. Come on. Go for Leviathan. Go for Leviathan. Go for Leviathan. He's so fucking huge. I can dodge you. I can dodge you if you come for me. I'm him. I'm him. Nope. Nope. How am I gonna scan this thing? So fast! Ah! Oh, shit. Button mash. smash. No!
30 seconds.
Oh, I need oxygen. You cheating asshole. Stay in my line of sight.
Oxygen.
No! He's camping me. Okay. Intermission. Round 2.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Where's he at? Oh my god, he's all the way over there. Just come here. I need to scan you for the content. I'll play the fish. I'll play the fish. I'll play the fish. Smarter than the fish. The dumb fish. Dumb fish. Holy shit, just hurt me. Ah! Doing it, doing it, doing it. Okay, now run, now fucking run, now fucking run. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. I almost died. Never, ever, 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 ever again. My head hurts. Oh my god, dude. My head hurts. After this recording session, I laid down and took the fattest nap of all time. Although we solved the mystery of the scary island noise, I'm not sure how comfortable I'm supposed to be knowing that there's one of those things right outside my base. I gotta say that recently I've been so motivated to record and edit YouTube videos, and it's all because of all the support. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I know it's really annoying to hear, but statistically, asking people to like and subscribe does make them like and subscribe more. I'm a really small content creator, and to be honest, I'm just kinda happy to be here. Even if I don't get another subscriber for like a year, I'm sure I'll be happy right where I am.
I don't get why these arms so out.
Do you have a fear of heights? When you look at this picture, what does it make you feel?
Scared this.
How about this one? Do you get a sense of vertigo when you look down something tall? That weird, awful pit in your stomach. Something that tells you if you slip or make a single mistake, it's all over. This is Peaks of Yore, and usually it's not that kind of game. It's a game entirely about rock climbing and conquering literal mountains. Yes, it does involve scaling to incredible heights, and you can and most likely will fall. But when you fall in this game, you get right back up where you landed. So even though I do fear heights, I've never found this game intimidating. In fact, I think this is one of the most relaxing games I've ever played. It's cute, it's cozy, it's got likable characters, it's got fun game mechanics, and it's not really stressful as long as you take your time.
Bro,
But this
why
simple
the arms
challenge
in the
has turned
fucking
this
way?
cute little climbing game into literal nightmare fuel. Sweaty palms, racing heart, headaches after every encounter. This is Peaks of Yore. You fall, you die. It's pretty simple, really. If you ever hear this noise, your run is over. Doesn't matter if you're on the first mountain or the very last one of the game. If you hear, that is it. You have to start from the very beginning of the game. We start at Greenhorn's top, the smallest and easiest summit of the game.
Oi, lad.
You know what?
You're one
I'm
of
gonna
them
fuck with this another
peat-bagging
time.
types, eh?
I'm not dealing with this right now.
I see you've dressed the part, but are you sure you can...
This is a... I'm gonna deal with this tomorrow BS kind of shit. I'm not dealing with this right now. It is late, and I'm getting stressed, and it is getting stressful, and this thing's a piece of shit. So, I'm gonna end it here. because fucking hell. So yeah. Maybe I'm probably just gonna finish this off stream. And do another. I've got a bigger one next time, so it'll be easier. I feel like it's the same thing as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here.